Alright, hi, welcome to a brand new video again. So they just sent me a subliminal, I wouldn't say it's a subliminal message, but through the silent sound, spectrum technology, they sent me a subliminal message of uh, taking money out of my disability, right? Um, Basically, even today, to think about it, it's like, um, I've been directed to look at certain things with words like ransom and, um, you know, like dollars amount, you know, ranging from like $200 to like 300 and something dollars, so, uh, so they just sent me is a silent sound spectrum message, right? About taking money from my disability. And if I talk about it, they had, again, the airplane just flew by, then followed by police sirens, whoop, whoop, whoop. And, so kind of wanted to do this video before I forget, all right? Or before I get that, sometimes because they do this so much to you that sometimes, you kind of, you do kind of sometimes feel intimidated by this because it's not something that you can really, really get used to. Even though when I say, you kind of used to it, meaning that because it happens so much of the time, but you can never really get used to it, right? Because again, the technology being used and how they send you the subliminal message followed by these, again, you know, all day to day, right? Airplane, helicopters, police sirens, um, and I guess they would, like for the retaliation, because again, the videos that I was doing earlier, they basically, you know, uh, disrupt the internet connection, so I really can't do the type of video that I've been wanting to do. Plus, also, if I forget this, my sister last night she came into my bedroom, and again, she was looking at my computer setup, right, my desk setup, because again, um, you know, I'm going to start to do a lot more videos on the desktop. Okay, again, and just showing you the source. The one problem that I still have is this: that I still can't get focused enough to read through the entire documents that I do find. And again, it's because of that uh, trauma when I was in college. Right, you know, the constant remote no monitoring, the constant siren, the constant noise, and the constant headaches that I would get. So I'm still traumatized with that. I'm trying to work through it. Like I said, I try to read certain things, but lately I've been more listening to Audible. Okay, certain books that I have on Audible. Um, like a book I was just listening to that I want to do a video on is called uh, uh, the 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 Whiteness of Wealth. I think that is the name of it. Let me get my tablet here so I can tell you guys exactly what the title is, because I do want to do a video on this because it's very, very important that we understand the truth. We've been told lies, we've been deceived, and we need to understand what these things called. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's called the Whiteness of Wealth. That's what it's called. It's called the Whiteness of Wealth, and I'm gonna do a video on this. Because I can't really read through the book right now. Okay, so right now I'm listening to Audible, and then I'll, when I can get focused enough to I can, actually take a book and read it. Okay, then, um, I'll get to that point. But right now, I can't. I don't have the focus, and again, just the, just like last night, I was reading. Um, I just did a couple of research, right? Particularly uh, how when it comes to toxic masculinity, they associate, how the white supremacists, the white media, how they uh, um, condition people to associate particularly black women, to associate masculinity, toxic masculinity, with black men. Okay. Meanwhile, overlooking toxic, the true toxic masculinity, which is for white men, and their behavior and their um, superiority complex. Okay. And so when I was reading through it, as all of a sudden I started to get the headaches, because again they started with the sirens, right? So anything that I try to read, uh, 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 you know, any documentation I try to read about stuff like that, they'll start using the sirens and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Even though I do have headache medicine here to take, but it's just that I try not to take them all the time because I'm not really supposed to, um, but just that just just the trauma of going through that, through college. And right now I seriously am thinking about going back to college again, but I gotta step out and I gotta go and I gotta there's a couple things I need to take care of first, in terms of, because I'm not sure they might even accept me back into the program, but you know it is what it is, right? um, so yeah, I just wanted to just touch on a couple things, because again, sending me these messages, and then using uh, airplanes flying over, and then followed by police sirens, the threat, intimidation, deportation theme, and such and such. This is what they're doing now. Okay.